Hello, I am Quinny. Welcome to the channel. In this video today, guys, since this feature has been revamped, I've been dying to do this video, but I've just been trying to work out, first of all, a nice little format and a structure to make sure it's as valuable of a task for me to undertake as it is for you to maybe, oh, I never thought about that, or that's quite interesting, and something we can kind of flesh out together. If you're new around here and you do enjoy the video, please do subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way to helping me, so thank you very much if you do that. If you have a laugh, you learn something, whatever, please do smash that like button. It means a lot. It means someone else might find the video and they might like it as well, and that's always nice. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys, and let's get stuck into it. Now, I was actually having a really similar chat, I can't remember if it was on camera or not, with Hendo about, this in general before the revamp of this system in terms of the players you follow, the players that you like on SoRare to try and keep on top of them on auctions and such. So it's definitely a valuable exercise even before this happens, because when you go into the market and you filter by favourites, there will be guys on there that you just do not care for anymore, and they're just always like clogging up your vision, basically, of the market and what's going on. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to scan through my favourites that I've got, so you'll be able to see all the guys I've favorited so far, and I'm just going to unfollow a few of them that I'm just not interested in anymore. I've sorted them by oldest because you can do that now and it's lovely. And I actually found it quite interesting. The very first player I followed was Joaquin Correa, who I've said before I'm a big fan of. I had him for a little while. He had COVID at the time. He's moved to Inter now. I think he'll have a good year. I think he's the heir apparent, potentially, to like Lautaro Martinez. So anyway, without further ado, we'll just have a wee quick. So this is only the kind of the foundation point. Going through your follows, is there anyone missing? You're like, oh crap, where is Ronaldo, or whatever? Or is there any guys like Philip Sandler? I'm interested in him, and I suppose I'll keep Philip there, but I'm probably going to drop Joaquin Correa out of here. Matrita, probably going to drop out of here as well. Denier, I've got one, so I don't really need to follow him anymore. I'm not too concerned. Sumer, I'm not really interested in anymore. And then most of these guys will probably stay. There's some guys who aren't licensed already. Vigo's actually quite a good example of like trying to get guys because they're the best available at the time. If you wind all the way back to when I started, Benfica were one of the biggest clubs on it. They still are, don't get me wrong, in their own way. But somebody like Vigo now is just not on my radar. I've got Aware, I don't need another one. Same with Acevedo. All Black's always good to follow, I suppose. I don't need another Gutman. Kamada, Odysseus, Pavon, and Sua, Akinola. I suppose I'll keep Najee in that there. I don't need to worry about Vlap or Yaremchuk anymore, or Okereke, or Cuesta. I'm not really interested in any of these guys anymore. Don't need to follow Cadden. I don't need to follow Sam Nicholson because I own every one of them. Yuma Suzuki. Badgie I've got. Lucimi I'm not cared about. So yeah, I'm just trying to get rid of the guys that I just don't have an interest in anymore for whatever reason. And trying to keep it as lean as possible. I don't know if I'll be making any additions to this today because quite simply, I don't know where this is left off now when I've hit more. Right, Matt Hedges I'm not too bothered about anymore. And I highly recommend you do this yourself, guys, is just take those guys out that you're not interested in anymore for whatever reason. Maybe you've got them already, maybe your strategy's evolved, maybe there's just a wider variety available and subsequently those ones are just not of interest to you anymore. Which is pretty much where I'm at with most of these guys you're watching me unfollow them now. And what I'm hoping I gained from this is a little bit a better kind of laser focus when I go into the market. I want to be able to see excuse me, I want to be able to feel exactly who I'm targeting, where they're at price wise, and get a good gauge on them for an entry point, in the market, whether it be on auction or the secondary. So I'm actually quite happy. I've unfollowed quite a lot of guys so far. If I hit load more again, yeah, maybe missed a page out, which isn't too much of a problem. Awesome. So once you've ran through the follows and kind of trimmed that and pruned that as you will, The next tab down from that, you see I've highlighted it here, is player notifications. So when you click into this page, you get a great little overview, dead easy to alter and manage exactly what scarcities you're looking at, you know. So I'm just going to kind of click through these as we're kind of going. But what I'm hoping to do with this is identifying myself, pardon me, and this will be the same for yourself when you do this, is really trying to think about the scarcities that you're light on, you want more of, or, you know, you want to reinforce or whatever. So with Castellanos, for example, I'm not going to be interested in as unique or as limited, you know. So rare and super rare is fine by me for email notifications. With Sandler, I'm not expecting him to have any auctions, so I'm just going to leave that as unique. With Felix, I'm not going to be chasing as unique or as super rare. So I'll probably quite happily take unlimited and a rare. With the Musa, I'm probably just taking away. And what I'm looking to find with some of these guys, I don't know if I can pull an example out for easiness, but there was some guys, this is part of the kind of seed that got me in my mind thinking about this type of video, was there's actually a lot of cards that tick the limited box for me, that, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind they're limited. And there are also cards that I would look to try and probably get my hands on. They're unique, if at all possible, because quite simply, the uniques I'm going for and the limiteds I'm going for, I want very under the radar, very underpriced. I'm not interested in I'm just not interested in going for uniques that are big ticket items. And equally with the limiteds, I've bought a fair few, but I'm quite liking the cheap little rookie cards I can pick up now. And I think that kind of mirrors in a lot of ways my attack to the uniques. Now you might find something similar between limiteds and super rares, or even between like limiteds and rares potentially, or whatever. So I'm trying to make those decisions as I'm going through this and look and see where do I actually want cards at least to come. So like Dybala, for example, would only be rare. Nasri, I'm not expecting any auctions first, we'll just leave that as unique. Same with Bakali. Wanyama, the only thing I would be interested in at this point is probably a unique. Excuse me. I may actually just change this to latest, because I think I'll be able to find some examples of what I'm on about. So yeah, so like my little rookie collection, or my little rookie kind of stable here, I'm quite happy to get the limiteds on them as well, because that's what I'm kind of buying at the moment. Boniface, we'll just go super rare with him. And there's some guys like this guy at Man City under 21s who is just virtually never going to get auctions. But what I'm hoping for is guys like that with like Romeo Lavia or Jan Kuto or some of these other guys that are on like the Man City books, or if you follow another team potentially that are doing the same thing, is I'm just waiting for them to get loaned at some point, and I don't need to be like tracking them on transfer market and all these different things. I just favourite them on SoRare, and if they get a loan to a club that's licensed and they get issued at any point, then I'll get the notification saying Romeo Lavia has a rare available, and then I might forget who the fuck he is and anything like that. But then, you know, if I favorited them and I've set the notification, I can trust myself I did that in good faith, of being good. This is a good example here. So Anastasios Douvikis, I've got him highlighted already for limited and unique, and I think he was actually the little seed of the thought that made me kind of jump on this video. So this guy was actually recommended to me in the comment section of one of my videos, and I went and picked up his limited, very, very cheap it must be said. And I thought, guys like this, and then again, this is the little thread that I took myself on, is I would be very interested in getting limiteds of guys like this, as well as maybe I can sneak one of their uniques over the counter. Who knows? Andrea Cambias, I've kind of done him already. Carter Vickers. So some of these newer ones, Luka Romeo, take any of him. Luka Jovic, let's just go rare. Piakowski, Hrusic, I don't think we're going to get an auction for him. Camavinga, don't really need any. I'll go super rare, I suppose, because super rare Camavinga could be nice. And as I say, I'm just trying to work out a guy like this. If I was to get him, you know, I'm not going to be going for their super rare, for example. I can do that quite easily with a lot of these guys because my super rares are quite a specific kind of group. Look at Illich. I've actually got his super rare now. I don't actually think I even want to follow him at all. Yeah, happy to keep all these on. So it's about trying to build up that dynamic. Because so when I'm doing my depth chart, what I've noticed is rares, and we kind of know this already, but rares are much more versatile and can be deployed basically right up the tree of divisions. You know, the way up, D4, D3, D2, all regions, as well as special weeklies and whatever else. So rares, like some of these guys that I'm not like married to, I'm not heavily like, oh, I need to get that card. I would be so excited if I could get that. Then picking up like their rare is much easier for me than thinking about their super rare because of the amount of money that will be involved in that. Or maybe take a super rare of him actually. So guys that I do like that I'm not like, oh, I need to have one of him, I would quite happily just settle for like a rare quite openly and not really set my sights much higher than that, to be honest with you. And as I start to look at some of these guys, I'm kind of in the realm I would probably take anything. Maybe take a super rare of him only. Huskovic, I can't remember why. Some of these Austrian guys, I don't remember why I favoured them all because it was also on that stream where we went through the Y Scout and previewed it all. So I'm not going to be able to get a unique Sabitzer, it must be said, or a Rodri, or a Gundo. Patrick Weah, maybe just unlimited for him. Kowatakura, I'm not interested in any notifications on the now. See, that's hard to go right. I had I guess grand vision in my head, and in this video I'd be able to go through every one of these and be able to just go click, click, pop, and yeah, I just need that and that. But it's a wee bit harder as you actually get through it. Maybe I would take a unique Van Ginkel if he was going cheap. I don't want a super rare Zucchini. I don't want a rare. Oh, maybe I would take a rare Faro. But I think once you do this exercise yourself and you've got your own favourites fully like up to speed and like you've got all the notifications set, number one, you're not going to get too much of a headache on the emails, and number two, the last thing I'll say before I close the video with you guys as well is you should always be favouring people who are not on platform. Okay, so if there's a club you're dying for us to get licensed or whatever, go and favourite 3 or 4 other players, and then if you aren't one of these people who is like on the internet every day, at least you've got that peace of mind of knowing, oh well, if RB Leipzig are onboarded to the platform, I'll get that notification for Nordi Mukulele, and I'll get that notification for Nkunku or whoever it might be, and it's almost like that little direct notification for you because you might not see the email from SoRare. Sometimes the email of the new club onboarding, sometimes it's late, you know, it's maybe about 3 or 4 hours after the auctions have commenced, and that might be too late for you depending on what card it is you're after. So having those favourite emails prim and proper and up to date, I think is a really good tool. It's really good kind of housekeeping for yourself when you are going into the secondary market for existing cards anyway, just to make sure you're not, you know, you're not missing the wood for the trees just with all the crap that's been in your favourites list since you started. You know, if you've got guys in your favourites list that you've had that long, you're not actively tracking them anymore, you've moved on, you've got other guys that do that thing for you, then unfavourite them. Go find new guys and go and try and keep the well fresh in that respect, and it just means then you've always going to have a better handle on the market and a wee bit better control over your acquisitions and making sure that they're ones that fit your jigsaw, that fit your strategy. If you've enjoyed this, guys, I hope you have. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff. Stay out of trouble, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.
It's a